dolls.
Dolls?
We're back. We're in the stew.
We're alive.
We're alive. We lived to tell the tale. I was remembering on the way here how it just pop, like memories pop into your head, the brain and such.
It's crazy that sometimes memories flash into your brain.
They just come into your head. But a friend of mine used to call me the Undertaker in high school.
Why? Like the wrestler?
Yeah. It was when I was bigger.
Was it at Cascade?
Yeah. But I just remember, and it was really,
Do I
was
know
like
this
laughing.
friend?
No, you've never met him.
Oh, a man called you that?
Mhm.
Nice.
The Undertaker.
That just flashed into your head?
Yeah, I was kind of the Undertaker a bit.
You were a little husky?
Yeah. A little Undertaker.
Girl,
You've all been there.
You were like in a place where they were having people dig their own graves.
I know.
So you were processing some things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to call you
the
UT.
It's a really good nickname.
Undertaker.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think of my nicknames. I didn't really have any nicknames. A faggot. Yeah. I had a guy called me pussy.
Just pussy.
Hey
pussy.
Yeah, like every.
Not even like he'd call other people that, but you were specifically pussy.
I was just like, during a swim practice once, there was one swim practice where every single time we were like in between like the sets, like we'd be on the wall, he would, before he pushed off, he was in the lane next to me, he would turn to me and go, "Carey's a pussy." And then just do that for an entire 2 hours. Like, and even on like flip, like when we were swimming, like doing breaststroke, and like he would turn and face me and he'd go, "Carey's a pussy." And like just did that for an entire practice. And at a certain point, I moved beyond feeling like completely
embarrassed
to being impressed.
Yeah.
Where I was like, wow, this is commitment.
It is, and then it becomes kind of funny.
No, at the end, I was kind of like...
You're like, I am a pussy.
I was kind of numb at the end, which is probably like trauma. But I was also like, this guy is really... He's thinking about me a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm living in his head rent free.
Yeah.
So that was kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't... a swim coach called me karaoke.
Okay. Not that creative.
Not Undertaker.
But not the Undertaker.
And Eugene. Everyone used to call me Gene. Eugene.
Yeah, Eugene is a cruel thing to name your child.
Tell that to my parents.
Well, they know.
They do know.
Mm-hmm.
Undertaker Shane Halls.
Undertaker.
Yo, Undertaker. Bring over that brisk.
Bring over some brisket.
What kind of food did they have there?
Horrible.
Prison food?
No, it was like all from Cisco. You know that food company? It's like kind of a cafeteria food.
Nice.
I mean, but they had like all sorts of different things going on. They had like a burrito bar. They had a
So you were like,
they had like a baked potato bar.
That's kind of nice.
I know, but not for someone that like eats their feelings. Not for someone also that gets put on a medication that is like meant for weight gain and you don't know it. So you're just like, I'm so hungry.
Why is it meant for weight gain?
It's like to treat depression, but also make you gain weight.
Why do they want you to gain weight?
I was really skinny when I got there. They were haters.
They were like,
I'm putting
this 365 party girl needs, they were literally like, we need to throw the baked potato at her.
No, we need to go Undertaker mode.
That's rude as hell.
I know.
Someday you got to write this book.
Someday, yeah, I will. But I went on Friend of the Pods, How Were You Brainwashed podcast last night, and the episode drops next week, and I talk about Cascade being my brainwash, a literal brainwash.
Were they riveted?
They were.
They're great gals, so funny. Everyone should listen.
Yeah.
I can't wait to listen to that.
I'm excited.
Mine was... What was mine? It was last year, but it was fun.
Yeah.
I really like them. Because sometimes when you go on a podcast on Zoom and you don't really know them, you just never know what the vibe is going to be, but they were immediately good vibes.
No, they're great.
Yeah.
Two geniuses.
Nicole
and Jenny.
Nicole's Housewife Sonata is one of the greatest. Have you ever seen that?
No.
Her, she did a video where she was pretending to compose the music on Rowan J when Danielle is talking about like sending a text to Carol, matriarch to matriarch, and she's going, do. Wait, can we pull it up? Housewives Sonata. It's like, it's one of the classic videos for me.
Okay.
Wow, 13 years ago.
Holy shit.
You gonna text her right now?
Yes.
Nicole Spizio, everyone.
All right. The text is sent. Send. The rest is history.
Want to bring it in, everybody? Hasta la vida, that's it.
My favorite part's coming up. Here we go.
Oh, this is interesting.
That part.
I'm crying. Mother of the
Caroline
year.
Manzo just texted me. When I saw Caroline's
Okay,
name,
anyway,
Oh my God.
everyone look up this video. I love this.
That's really, really good.
That was we really didn't know what we had.
No.
Danielle going, oh, Caroline Manzo just texted me.
Her
to her daughter.
Her 15-year-old daughter.
And her 9-year-old Jillian, like, they're literally just like, I'm trying to do homework.
They're in prison.
Yeah.
They're trapped in this house with their wild mother.
Remember when she made them hug her bodyguard? She was like, come hug the man that protected mommy tonight. And they're like in their pajamas. And they're like,
It's
can we go to bed?
crazy. And she just like talks shit to them all the time.
Yeah, and she's like, should I drive by? There's one point where she's like, should I drive by Caroline's house right now? And her daughter's like, Mom, please don't do that. I'm watching this incredible documentary that it's another Russian documentary.
Mm-hmm.
It's called My Undesirable Friends. I think you'd love it. It's about the last free news channel in Moscow before the Russian war in Ukraine started. And it's just following these women that are like running it, and like they all get deemed foreign agents by the government. And it's just like about the slow but like very gradual crackdown on free speech. It's really wild. It's like 3.5 hours.
Cool.
It's chic. I just love it so much.
I'm watching a Netflix series about like a docuseries about this woman in Italy named Vanna Marchi, who was huge like TV like infomercial
Like a
salesperson. No, she would have infomercials where she would like sell things.
Oh my God.
But she was known for like screaming at people and calling people like fat asses. She just sold algae cream to like make you lose weight, like put on your belly and like lose weight. And then she got her daughter to do it, and they would be like just taunting, like they'd be like, if you're a woman and you're watching, you think your husband's faithful, but he's cheating on you, and they would just like scream.
So that's why they needed to put algae on them, so their husband won't cheat on them.
Yeah, they were like,
What was her name? Vanna what?
Vanna Marchi, and her daughter's name is Stefania Nobile.
Were they like fit and thin?
Not particularly. Stefania was, but Vanna was kind of a little potato. But she would just like scream, and then they partnered with this Brazilian guy, and then they started selling like just mystical things. Like they would be like, pay us and he'll tell you your lucky numbers and you can win the lottery. And then people would pay, and then they would call back and be like, I didn't win the lottery. And they'd be like, that's because you have bad luck. Like you need to buy a special amulet for like your bad luck.
Wow.
And they kind of did like a full Jen Shah type of scam.
Did they go to jail?
They went to jail.
Are they
They're out now.
They are?
But they're still getting into trouble.
Do they interview them?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. Wait, this is on Netflix?
Yeah, pull up. Will you Google Vanna Marchi?
When was this? Like the 90s?
She started in the 80s. This is her vibe.
The right name.
Is that her daughter?
Yeah.
Lose weight. Do you want a belly bone?
Wait, they're like, this is us. This is us
You
potting.
want to get your belly out of here. Okay?
They sound like the aliens
Oh,
in
wait,
Mars
will you
Attacks.
turn off the like assist?
Wait, war on lard? Is that what it
Yeah.
is? Are you kidding? The war on
They
fat.
go grossa, and they'd be like just screaming at you.
So they're just like cunts.
they're just
like
evil, screaming the whole time, screaming, making millions.
I'm crying at the daughter wearing like black tights and a
Yeah, the
cocktail
daughter
dress.
was always like sexy.
Voglio rispondere alla signora Giuseppina.
Wait, the daughter looks like Marissa Tomei and my cousin Vinny.
know.
I am
It's
literally
incredible.
dying.
Ascolta quello che ti dico perché ho il tuo numero
They're
da
still
fare,
alive?
devo sapere
Is she
entrambi
still
il
alive?
indirizzo, eh. Allora, la signora Giuseppina da Enna ha chiamato dicendo: dica alla signora Marta
Vanna looks like
che
Divine.
io ho
I know.
preso 98
They're really
chili,
camp.
ma mio marito continua a stare con me lo stesso.
Here's
Ma dove vuoi chiamare?
This is where they're like, he's cheating on you.
Had her husband cheated on her?
Yeah, she cheated on her husband, kind of like had a different guy. She also has, aren't they incredible?
So they were just on like late night TV and
No, there were whole like channels, I believe, that were just selling.
wow,
Like
and they were stars, kind of.
stars. And she came from like a farm in Bologna, and that she was like born to farmers.
Bologna, remember Bologna, Italy.
Bologna, Italy, my baby. And then she just like had a whole different life as like a hairdresser, and then kind of stumbled into this and had to like find her persona, and
AKA
then
the war on lard.
and then she just like invented things that just would get people to buy them.
Wow, I'm obsessed with her daughter.
Stefania's incredible, and Stefania's look changes all the time. Like she at one point has a shaved head with bleach blonde hair.
Stop, like
No,
Susan
she's-
Powder.
Yeah, she's always changing her look.
Wow,
She's a chameleon, and her mother are like this still to this day. And Vanna has a gay son who's like a chic art dealer.
does he get interviewed?
No, he's off the radar.
That's really cool.
My suspicion is that he has helped her launder money over time through art, because that's like a very popular way to launder money.
So they're still rich.
He's very rich.
Wow.
But he's like totally separate. And they're always getting in trouble. Stefania was like recently in trouble for like a nightclub that she co-owned, was like accused of like dealing coke and like underage prostitutes.
Nice.
Yeah. So she's always up
She's
to
always
something.
she's always getting into little.
She's getting into scuffle.
Schemes.
Yeah. Finding
That-
herself in a bad situation.
That woman can only have a gay son.
No, that's like
She also looks like Miranda Priestley,
she is Miranda.
which is fitting.
I know, because the new Devil Wears Prada trailer is out.
Did it get your ass?
It kind of got me.
Me too. Welcome.
I said,
We're going to see it.
No, we'll go on. We have to get the purse.
Yeah.
But in the trailer, there's
Oh, this
Oh,
killed me.
this killed me. There's a scene of like Andy crossing the street, and a woman is fully hanging out of a taxi filming her.
I kind of love that. For all we know, she could be trying to get Andy's look. She's like, I need to get this on my.
God, this woman is chic.
Yeah. But I kind of love that about New York, because even in like old episodes of Sex and the City, you can see people like watching them.
Really?
Yeah, like people across the street, you can kind of see like in old movies, like old stuff filmed in New York. I feel like
I've never noticed that.
not like from like afar when people are like walking down the street, like they turn around or something.
Mhm.
I just feel like that to me is like very New York.
Yeah.
That feels like it's actually being filmed there.
I just thought that on a movie set like this, you closed the street and the only cars that came, like you hired cars and extras to like.
Girl, the city is a character.
This is
She can't be
independent. This
tamed.
is independent film.
We're living in independent time.
They went full 1970s filmmaking.
It's
They
cinema
were
verite.
Like, Fuck
It's
it, we'll shoot.
Cassavetes.
hmm I like that too. The movie is really not trying to do anything new. They're just recycling old lines.
Oh yeah. Now we know the plot. So Andy's like, she becomes like the director of like features or something for the magazine.
I guess Miranda's in hot water getting canceled, and then Andy's gonna come and like
Rehabilitate her image.
or write the tell-all. Maybe she'll betray.
Oh, so she's a double agent.
I also appreciate that every single person in the entire universe is in this movie except for Adrienne Grenier.
Good.
As he should
and
be.
all her friends.
All her friends, they had to go.
They were all killed.
They were really unsupportive and rude. Remember when that friend took her phone and they were tossing it around to each other? Imagine doing that to someone for like who has a job.
Her friend, who is iconic and played Maureen in Rent. Played not Maureen. Who's Maureen's girlfriend in Rent? Joanne? Anyway, when she goes, gimme, 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 she gives her a Chanel.
She gave her so much swag.
She gave her like what kind of bag? Basically like a Birkin. And literally, they take her phone and they toss it around.
They tease her. Haters everywhere.
They
Haters
make fun
in
of
your
her
own
for
backyard.
trying to be a woman, like trying to make it in this world, and they punished her for it.
They certainly did. They crucified her.
When her girlfriend saw her canoodling with like a hot guy,
which, by the way, did they even do anything? I feel like they like touched hands or something. Did they kiss?
Girl, they fucked.
No, but I mean,
at
when
the
the
thing?
friend saw
Oh
them,
no, they just like
they like looked at each other for 1 second too long.
She like smiled and was a little like, that's kind of nice. I'm being hit on by like a really successful guy.
And that friend
she went up
turned.
and she shamed her. She said, "Shame on you. You're not the Andy I know. We would have been making fun of girls like this." Well, you know what? Vassar's over. We're at school. The school of hard knocks, the school of life, the school of Condé Nast. We've left liberal arts.
I would have gone.
Or Northwestern, wherever the fuck they went.
Listen the fuck up. You listen here. If you want another fucking Chanel, you'll shut your mouth right now. I never want to hear it from you ever again.
I know. I would have been like, I would want her to go up and be like, damn, you saw it.
Damn, he's hot. You should
I know. Leave your
break up with
chef.
Sam, whatever his name is.
I saw Adrienne Grenier the other night.
I know. I'll bet he'll be popping up a little more around Devil Wears Prada 2 release.
I think Gaga's in it.
I mean, everyone is. Tony's probably in it. I'll probably watch and be like, is that Tony?
Tony.
I want him in a rock stud heel walking through the runway offices.
We Are Blessed that Caleb Heron is in it.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God. He's playing an assistant. So we have some potential gags, but it's going to be probably the worst movie.
It's still...
But I'm ready.
I hope that it is like...
fun.
I hope it's either good or so bad it's good.
It could be good.
Maybe.
It could be good.
I'm holding space.
I think we prepare for the worst.
Of holding space. I just don't want it to be like...
schlop.
You know, some things are just like middle of the road, meaningless, just drivel that aren't even camp. And I'll be really devastated if it isn't even like camp. Because Sex and the City 2 was legitimately like one of the worst movies ever made, but also one of the best movies ever made.
A movie that managed to offend every single group in the history of time within like 20 minutes.
And I need Devil Wears Prada 2. I need them to pass the torch.
I mean, Meryl...
DWP2. Meryl is on billboards kind of looking like Poot.
Meryl...
Have you seen those?
Yeah. Meryl's also... she's doing the press gamut for it, the junket. So like...
she's on the cover of Vogue with Anna Wintour, which I'm kind of like, I don't like that.
I don't like that either. And
it's flying too close to the sun.
I thought it was a little gauche. And then Chloe Malazan with Anne. Did you see the other one?
Oh, no, I didn't. They're really...
that one was a little odd.
Vogue is trying. They are doing whatever it takes at Vogue. They're trying really hard, but they are scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Did you watch that whole video with like Miranda and Anna like sniffing each other out kind of in the elevator?
No.
I don't know. I mean, it's a movie to go see in the theater with the girls and the gays.
Oh my God. And the Met guy, I just am like, you need to batten down the hatches.
I hope one hope is that it's 4 hours long. I hope it's the Brutalist.
I hope it is an intermission.
Like the Brutalist, mm-hmm. And I hope that like it's no intermission.
Wow.
We're locked in and we're not leaving till the sun goes down.
Pee in your purse.
Pee in your fucking purse. That's why they give you the purse.
Piss in your
Piss
plastic
and shit
bag.
In your pants.
You eat all the popcorn out of it and then you use it as a latrine. I like that.
Yeah, no one. They seal the doors and you can't leave the theater. They take away your phones, and you must poop and piss inside.
It turns into the cruise ship,
the
piss ship.
The piss ship.
The poop ship.
But it's a 4-hour long movie. That's what I want.
I hope so.
You know? Like, I want to live in that world.
I hope it's like Surratt after a while. Like, I hope there's a crazy fucking twist that like changes everything.
I mean, I think they go
and
to
then
like...
the last 30 minutes are like some of the tensest of your life.
I think they go to Milan in it. Looks like
Never
there's
know
one part where they're like driving down like a long drive of an Italian
They are
manor.
in Milan because they're in that mall in Milan.
And what is Emily working for a rival magazine?
I don't know.
Her outfits in that movie?
Distracted by her.
She's having a big year.
I'm a bit distracted by other things that are going on, but
like what?
just other things.
I see what you're saying.
She is having a big old year.
Disclosure
Day, which I'm really excited.
Me too. I was in a brag general yesterday, and we were talking about like
Disclosure Day.
No, but it was like we were talking about like sci-fi, and it was like nearing that, and I wanted so badly to be like, do you know the twist? Or, like,
disclose?
I was almost tempted to be like, what can you tell me?
Why not?
Because I didn't want to spoil it for myself.
Well, don't spoil it then.
I won't, but I was so tempted to be like, I know you know. Tell me.
Yeah.
One time in a meeting, I almost had them, I forget what movie it was last year, I almost had them send me Weapons. I was so tempted to have them send me the script.
The
to
script.
read it.
No,
I did. I obviously backed out, but I was almost like,
oh my God. That's like
the
me
girl,
when Shutter Island came out. I couldn't wait and read the book and then ruin the whole movie for myself.
Shutter
I read the
Island?
book like the week before it came
you were
out.
like Shutter Island's biggest fan.
No, I was the biggest fan. I said, I got to get my hands on a copy of this book. I can't wait. And then I fully ruined the movie for myself.
That movie blew my mind when I saw it.
Well, guess what? Didn't blow mine because I knew everything that was going to happen.
I remember I saw that in college with some friends. I did have friends.
Incredible story.
But I was I almost like puked with the Michelle Williams part.
Mm-hmm.
That scared me. I almost went bleh! All over the place.
All right.
What? Why what?
No, your fears are valid.
What is wrong with saying that?
Your fears are valid. I saw it with friends in college.
I did.
It just killed me.
Well, we're going to see it. We're going to see...
We will.
Vanna Marchi as Miranda Priestley.
Oh, if only.
Miranda is sundowning though, right?
She must be.
She had a blunder.
It's important to watch the whole movie as though Miranda is suffering from a rapidly descending case of dementia.
The moment of her in the trailer where she's in the mall looking around, I'm like, she's trying to get her bearings.
Yeah, she doesn't know where she is.
She doesn't know where she is.
Yeah. Natasha Lyonne's having a moment.
Hard times for our girl.
She went to the season premiere of Euphoria.
She's openly relapsed. Like she talked about it. She's like, I fell off the wagon. I'm figuring it out.
Okay.
So she's like,
this is like an acceleration in that journey, I feel like. Yeah. I think when you're long time sober and then you relapse, the best case scenario is that it's like an accelerated downfall to the next bottom, and that hopefully doesn't involve like death.
Totally. So she walked through Euphoria red carpet, which by the way, that is a whole like show in itself. Just the interactions on that red carpet were so fun to watch. Like Zendaya refused to take a photo with Sam Levinson.
I heard a rumor that the season 3 of Euphoria was supposed to have Zendaya be like a detective.
I heard, yeah, like noir.
Like they were like, and now Rue is a detective, and then she was like, no, and then they had to rewrite it.
She's like an arms dealer or something.
I know. I think this season 3 is about to be a mess.
But it was all the interactions because like they all like haven't really like seen each other, so it's like
I think some of them also don't fuck with each other.
No,
like
I saw
Zendaya and Sydney Sweeney are at odds.
Alexa Demi. There was a really awkward video of Sydney greeting her, and Alexa turned around and was like, "Hey," and it was very, "How y'all doing?" Like it was very like, "Hey," and it just looked like they did not. She was like, "I don't fuck with you." Sam Levinson walked by Zendaya. Zendaya was getting led in by her publicist. This like power gay was like pulling her through, and Sam stopped to try to get a photo with her, and Zendaya went and just kept going. I was like, oh shit. I don't even think Jacob Elordi was there.
No, he came really late.
Oh, he came late?
I read like a whole rundown of the red carpet. I was like, why am I fucking reading them? Why do I care?
Am I going to watch this? I guess I will.
No, we're going to watch it.
If anything, just to watch Martha Kelly.
Yeah, and also I think it'll be like, even though The Idol was bad, I enjoyed watching it. And I think this is going to be about, it's giving that same energy.
Yeah, I'm just like,
because it seemingly have taken like a very kind of small world story and then expanded the world into like explosives.
Yeah, there's like weapons dealing, there's like sex trafficking and like arms. I mean, it's
a little
wild.
bit. It's a little bit.
But let's go.
Yeah.
I'll be curious to see how it goes. I think that like it's just funny that so many of this cast became such huge stars in the like time that they were last on this, and they probably thought they'd never come. You know what I mean? It was like they have this obligation to finish it, but you can tell that like 'cause they're all like A-list now.
Mm-hmm.
Zendaya Sydney
was A-list before.
Yeah, but not like she is now. Like she's now like she's like a superstar especially since like Dune and Challengers, like that. She blew up even more than she was.
Yeah,
and I feel like Sydney's now A-list, even though she's like so polarized. Jacob Elordi is certainly A-list.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just funny that they all started out like just these hot young people.
I know.
And
within 7 years.
It's really crazy.
It is crazy, the trajectory.
But we'll see. But Natasha, I pray she's okay. Yeah.
She was then kicked off a Delta flight after the Euphoria premiere. She was like completely unresponsive, and they almost took off and turned the damn plane around to get her off the flight.
She tweeted, she was like, let's hear it for our TSA, who are getting paid right now. Was really looking forward to talking honestly with Drew Barrymore, who has contacts with the New York Post, or Page Six. She's mad about the coverage this is getting. So she's trying to like, I think, trying to overtake the story and take the narrative back.
It's not good.
No.
But I want the best for her.
Me too. I
also want her to talk to Drew Barrymore.
Oh, me too.
They have a lot to discuss.
Child stars.
Mm-hmm.
They've been in the biz since they were kids. Like they've seen it all. Hard times though.
It is like a chic, like her getting kicked off the flight. Like it from the recap of it seems it's like on the chicer spectrum.
It wasn't like Selma Blair.
No, it's not. And it's not like a rant that ruined people's lives. But I was kind of shocked. I really did think that you just could get away with anything in first class. But apparently not.
I mean, it sounds like they were worried she was like
dying. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think even
then she
class,
got up and stumbled into the bathroom and came out eating a bag of chips.
Well,
she bounced back.
Maybe someone in there was like,
late.
Here.
Yeah.
In great news, typhus is spreading in LA via fleas.
Yeah.
Summer is here. What even is typhus?
Oh, I read something horrible about someone that got typhus that had to get like amputation.
What?
But this is...
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's from flea bites. But I would say that probably you or I are not at risk of getting typhus.
No.
I think there's an entire population of LA that is far more at risk of getting typhus than like you or I. So I wouldn't worry about it.
But this just fits with like these weird, ancient sounding diseases coming back.
Yeah.
Wait, did you know Lacy from the Valley was apparently like kidnapped?
Yeah. I think I brought this up on the pod.
But they're like, did you see all the full details though?
No.
Like she was apparently like human trafficked. Like this really horrible.
In her early 20s, she was a victim of kidnapping and human trafficking.
She was followed by a man and subsequently became the victim. It was a horrific crime, Lacy said. She and her friends were held captive for one night. When you're in your early 20s, you don't necessarily have literature on how to handle trauma.
Whoa.
So this has led her to a place of like 5'2", Lady Gaga. Like she has autoimmune trauma disease.
Mm-hmm. Well, prayers for her, but she seems to have at least come out the other side in some aspects. And I look forward to hearing more.
She kind of looks like white chicks.
She does a little bit. She does.
Or like Sheena.
There's something like uncanny.
She looks like Sheena wearing like a Mission Impossible mask.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
She's really fascinating to me. Like, I'm incredibly compelled by her.
I think she's a great addition.
She's a perfect addition.
I think the way she runs his life is
admirable.
A work of art, and she should be praised.
No, I'm taking notes.
She really...
When she opens her mouth, I'm present.
She runs this town.
She really does. She runs Orange County.
And, I mean, should we just get into the Valley?
Yeah, we'll get into it.
I'm Carey.
I'm Lara.
And you're listening to Sexy, Unique
Podcast.
5'2". She's 4'2".
She's not a model. She's 4'2".
She's not a model. She's 4'2". I
Valley
think
of
the
the
way
Dolls.
Valley of the Dolls. I think the way that I think Jesse loves this.
Jesse craves a woman
He's a cuck.
who does not care about him, like who will not reciprocate any sort of affection, verbal affirmations,
stolen moments.
No stolen moments.
But that's kind of how Michelle was.
Yeah.
But she does it. I think Lacy's almost like she's taken it up a notch.
Yeah, she's turned it up.
But
Michelle, it's kind of like, are you like this or are you just somewhat vacant? And
what do you think, like, what's his relationship with his mom?
That's a great question.
Where is his mom? Where is he from?
We need eyes on Madame Lally.
I don't know anything about his like background, which I kind of like. Do I even want to know?
No.
No, don't look.
You don't want to ruin.
Ian, don't. Ian.
You don't want to ruin the surprise for yourself.
Ian.
No.
We love Ian. Let's give it up for Ian. I just love saying it. I feel like such a like a girl in middle school.
It's very high school.
Ian, stop. Ian. What do you think of this episode?
I think that this season is going to be one of the worst seasons of television of all time. I hate to burst your bubble.
No.
Because I want to be aligned.
You're not bursting my bubble because
you're now having to face the truth. No?
I'm still holding out for Rory, which I have to watch the second episode.
I heard that things change by the second episode, but I think that they're fakers on that show.
That's what my sister said.
Thank you. Few people are out there who are seeing the truth, but I think that
my sister's not. She said I've checked out.
I've fully checked out. I'm like, these people are fake and pretending. It's playtime. I want real. But
I did like the girl who was like, I ran over a woman.
No, yeah, there are some iconic moments, but I'm just not buying what they're selling. And on this, I'm like, I actually don't want to be privy to this. I don't want to see people battling like their life decision. Like, I don't want to see people battling postpartum, quite honestly.
I have bought what they're selling and I have buyer's remorse. I'm literally having a hard, like I had a really hard, like I was very, there were a few moments watching this where I went, oh, because I knew, because I wanted
deep down,
I wanted so badly.
You wanted it really badly. I could tell too. I was like, he wants this too badly. He's not going to be honest. He's not being honest with himself.
But
no,
dumbass.
Good.
We're gonna have moments like that.
We will, and we will. But I do think.
I know.
I think that Nia is to me the most fascinating case study on the show. Like what she's going through, I've never seen hell so clearly as what Nia is going through every day. And like the situation that she's gotten herself into in life is like almost a fate worse than death.
I see divorce with them.
I don't know though.
Thing.
They're so Christian.
She's gonna make it work, but
I think she could have a full-blown meltdown, like
breakdown.
A full mental breakdown. She might already be in the midst of one.
I'd really like her to leave him.
That house,
Lara.
That house also is not big enough for them.
No, it's small. It's teeny.
It's a small house.
Even though it's like huge, it's still too small for them.
It's bigger than my apartment, but like
Oh, no.
I'm like, you moved all the way out to the middle of
The Santa
nowhere.
Clarita Horror.
It's true horror.
Daylight horror. I just can't deal with like Danny being like dad of the year, man. And
I hate him.
I hate him
so
so much.
much.
I want to stay away from Zack.
Yeah.
Don't use him as a prop to show that you're not homophobic.
No.
That's what he's doing.
You're sick.
You're a sick
You're
fuck.
a sick man.
Stay away from him.
You're pure evil encapsulated. Evil. It starts out with Luke proposing to Kristen that it's time to get back into their intimacy groove. He is dying to fuck. He's like, I don't care if you're healed. I'll fuck you up the ass. Like, whatever it takes. He's like, foot job. Like, we got to get things moving. And Doute goes, can I be honest? I hate that idea.
I like that.
I was like, get his ass, Doute.
Kaya is so cute. It's actually
She's a
crazy.
true angel.
She's so sweet. And she's like, I'm too attached to her to even fuck you. That's what she said.
And I like that for her.
Yeah. She's like, she's like, I just finished my 4th trimester. Like, I'm barely not pregnant.
I also have a working theory that
Kristen's a lesbian?
Kristen is, I'm sorry, she's a fucking huge, she's a big dyke. But I think that she and Nia have something cooking. Even if Nia would never admit it.
What do you mean?
Their connection is astral. And I think Kristen's over Brittany. Like, I think she used to be very into Brittany, and that was the woman that she thought she could sweep off her feet. But honestly, Brittany is unfortunately straight as the day is long. And she's never gonna swing that way. But I get a lesbian feeling from Nia. And I do think that her and Kristen could have a beautiful life together with their combined 5 children. And Kristen would never make Nia move to Santa Clarita.
I just hope it doesn't end in like that couple, that like Christian couple and like lesbian couple. That
no,
like...
don't even utter that. Please don't even bring that.
We'll take that out.
No, you don't have to take it out, but like, no.
No. I could see that. I think she's punk rock.
Doute's fucking punk. She goes, shipping our daughter off so we can fuck? I don't think so.
He's like, yeah, maybe we can drop Kaya off at Brittany's. I'm like, she's like a month old.
She's like, was born yesterday.
He's like, we can send her off to Brittany. I'm like, you want Brittany to watch her?
Can you go jack off? Like, what is your problem? I know guys that if they can't have sex, they just jack off 5 times a day and it's fine.
I'm literally like, go get a fleshlight.
Yeah.
Just go to Pleasure Chest and buy a pocket pussy.
You can handle this on your own.
Yeah, but he's like, no, he's like, I need to come in you. And Doute's like,
He repulses me.
He repulses her, I think.
As he should. They also have a podcast together?
Yeah.
They're very enmeshed.
Their house looks better than I remembered it looking.
I think that their house is actually kind of cute.
It is cute.
Like, I think if you style it nicely and get the right furniture and the right plants and stuff, you can have a vibe in that house. Also, I like that it has a pool.
Yeah. And I like their like little hippie enclave.
A house with a pool is essential.
But Santa
Will we
Clarita
ever
has
get it? TBD. You kind of have one.
Yeah.
But like
a private pool.
But just to like have a pool in the backyard in Los Angeles, the dream. It's like
a lot of people have it.
Yeah, but like for 2.5 mil, and that's the low end. I'm looking into it.
But when you're flying into LAX and you just look down and just see an ocean of pools.
You're like, God, everyone here has a pool. And then you really look up how much it costs to have a house with a pool. And you're like, how did anyone do this?
Kill me.
You're just flying over Santa Clarita.
Literally. I'm like flying over like...
I would never live in
that
neighborhood is actually like cursed.
I would take no pool forever over having to live there.
What Danny's done to her is unconscionable. He has separated her from everyone she knows. She's in a cult of one.
Well, she's in a cult already.
She's his like baby slave.
Yeah.
Like she literally just exists to like bear his children and like fuck him.
It's biblical.
It's really psychotic.
Okay, I will say when we cut over to Brittany, one thing about Brittany, she's a good mom.
She cares.
That sensory room looks lit.
It was.
I wanted to go in there.
You know what I really was impressed by? That like thing on the floor filled with the liquid squares that you
Yeah.
can like push on.
I was like,
They're trippy.
I kind of want to go in there.
And they had a cat and a trampoline.
There's a trampoline like bed, and then there's like a little sack that you can go in where I'm like,
What every kid, this should just be like the standard for kids.
yeah, I think like everyone needs this.
Yeah.
This is like a dream world, and I'm like, she did a good job with that. I'll give her her flowers.
Great mother to Cruz, but horrible at everything else in life. Great at getting signs and making a house a home.
True.
I'm worried. I'm standing with Zack, who confronts Brittany, and he says he's really worried about her new boyfriend.
Zack is so good with Cruz.
And Cruz
says his name.
Cruz is so cute.
He's a handsome little kid. It was a good
genetic pairing.
A good genetic pairing. And he seems a lot happier and like freer without Jax there. Without a man throwing a coffee table at his mom's knee.
Without a coked out like Gila monster. Talk about the Undertaker.
The Undertaker. No, he's literally like living
like a
life.
hungover coke booger dad, like raging and like throwing
yelling,
things around.
Bunions.
Yeah.
He's having a good old time. Zack is really sweet, and Zack brings out the confidence in Cruz.
Mm-hmm. Brittany goes, "You guys talk about kids or anything like that?"
She goes, "How's Benji?" I was like, okay, she's doing her allotted, let me ask this gay a question about himself.
And then she's like, will this gay do one thing that I can actually relate to him on, which is have kids?
It's like, do you actually want kids?
Do you guys talk about kids or anything like that? And he's like, I don't really want kids, but Benji does.
She goes, it's a big commitment. I don't know if people of your two lifestyle could handle it, honestly, but if you tried to do it, maybe we could be closer.
She goes, it's called Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve.
She goes, you don't want your child to be confused. The last thing I ever want is for a child to be confused.
Honestly, every child needs a mother.
Every child needs one man, one woman as a parent.
So will one of you dress up like a woman?
So one of you might have to be a woman.
I think it'd be Benji because he's smaller.
Benji.
And women should only be with taller men. She's
like, is Benji an American citizen? And he's like, no. And she's like,
oh.
Noted.
Just wondering.
Yeah.
She goes, do you think about kids or...
She's keeping notes for the government.
It's really...
She's keeping notes for the DOJ.
Second he says anything about her new man, Brandon, the clock is ticking.
Wait, Brandon has 3 kids by 3 different women?
3 kids by 2 different women.
And he has drama with both of the women.
Girl.
Brittany, get away from him! Zack is like, what are you doing? He's like...
She's like, I don't know. I don't see any red flags. I think he's real nice. He wanted to be my boyfriend. I said no.
He's like, Brittany, since I've known you since we were basically teenagers, you just go from one relationship to the next. You're never single. You line. And she goes, oh, I think you're being a little aggressive right now.
She goes,
Zack's being a little hard on me.
I've been single for 2 years. And he's like, no, you haven't. You literally have lived with your husband and fucked him off and on.
I've been single for 2 years. She's like, what are you saying? She's like, I think Jack, and you can tell she's pissed at Zack.
Oh, she did not sign up for Brandon to get called out. I can't believe Brandon's going to be on the show.
Messy. Again,
what if you were his baby mom? I would be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
I would be really pissed.
I'd be like, I already have to deal with that other bitch.
And now this.
Now I have to deal with her ass. She needs to listen to Zack, but she won't.
Yeah.
Zack's actually very
he's the voice of
thoughtful.
reason.
He gets it.
He does.
You know, and I feel like I can see he's accepted that him and Brittany like will never be as close as they were because of whatever the fuck, because of her
lifestyle choices.
But I think that he still like has like sisterly, like brotherly love for her. That's like, what are you doing?
Zack comes alive in a scene with a woman.
He does. I don't like that. It's like,
it's weird that they're like making him film with men.
Can we have another gay on?
Well, you know who's lurking around in the background?
Who?
James Kennedy's ex-lover, Logan.
Is he?
Yeah, he was at the Lala's party.
Lala's still friends with him?
I saw him.
Boots.
I saw him poking around and I said, ooh, I'd know that face anywhere.
He's sniffing around?
Ooh, yeah. Looking for some closeted guy to suck off.
Miss Lips was there?
She was.
She seems cool.
She's really cool.
Have her come on. I just want like get rid of Jasmine and bring someone else in. Jasmine's boring.
It's really boring.
Sorry, it's just she's not. I want like. I'm sorry. It's just like
I cannot
her
bring myself
girlfriend
to care about her or Melissa.
Yeah, they're like, and like,
why?
Look,
it's a true like. Why are you on TV?
They might just be like too normal.
I think that they kind of are,
and that's great. Like I want that means that means you're doing something right. But I'm like, maybe the show isn't for you.
It's I would say 100% not.
Bring in like a messy lesbian.
Yeah,
that'd be great. Like
single chaotic lesbian.
Bring in the girl from like Tampa Bay. What was her name? Like Bucky or Telly? What was her name? Jelly.
What was her name?
Fuck, she was incredible.
Yeah.
Have her come on. Whatever.
Lala is having a party for Sosa. I did like her hitting on the lifeguard.
Sure, but even Lala, I'm like. I'm like, it just feels like, where are we? I'm just like, who are these people?
Yeah, what's the story?
What? But
what's the story? What's the drama going on with people? Like, there's been no conflict, and we're 2 episodes in.
I'm just kind of like...
It's just people, like,
at least Janet's
struggling with their lives. And you know what? I feel really bad for Janet.
Me too.
Rindom Janet. Janet is a shell of herself. A shell of herself, and she's also like in therapy now to process all that. And I have to say to all you Janet haters out there, I know that the anti-Janet army formed last year in the year of our Lord 2025 and was strong. They marched
sharpening their fucking machetes, yeah,
death threatening online. But Janet, lover or hater, she speaks the truth. And for her to be like, I use words to her. Like, I hate to see her be put in a position to apologize.
Don't apologize.
For what? For literally calling Danny a sex pest? By the way, allegations he's not beating.
Glug glug. Like, in fact, don't de-escalate. Escalate. Ramp up.
Yeah.
More attacks. Like, I want her to be...
Someone has to be the villain.
Be the villain. And you wouldn't be the villain. You'd be the fucking... You're the hero. Literal hero of the show. But she's trying, like, she's traumatized, clearly.
She seems shell-shocked.
Um,
She's dressed like Bindi Irwin.
I don't even know.
Her outfit at the party.
She's wearing like kind of like
a khaki jumpsuit. It was full Bindi Irwin.
It was giving like Rajneeshi from like Wild Wild Country a little bit. It was giving like...
Google
Google
Bindi Irwin, please. This was Janet's outfit.
It was. Oh, Robert Irwin's hot. Her brother.
Yeah.
Let me see that man. Let me see him.
No, she went full Bindi at the function.
She's fully Bindi. That's you're processing with like
Go
spiritual.
Down one, an up one. Yeah.
That is Janet.
This is fully Janet.
That's Janet. That's what happens when you're dealing with complete like war trauma, basically, from being like death threatened by Bravo fans. You wear a khaki suit.
Mm-hmm.
And you go up and you apologize to everyone. Lala, but even with Lala, I'm just like,
what are you bringing to the table?
Yeah.
Who are you? What are you about?
Who are you?
Yeah.
I don't even know who you are anymore. And I don't care. Her babies are really cute. She has a nice home, but I'm like, good for you. But I'm also like, get off my TV.
I know.
But where's Sheena? Where the fuck is Sheena?
The show is nothing without Sheena.
Where is Sheena?
Sheena is the missing link.
Where's Tom Sandoval? Where's Victoria Lee? Where are these people? I'm sorry.
You have to have some, like, Tom Sandoval would be a great addition too, because he's like childless and narcissistic. So it would be a perfect foil to these like harrowed parents.
Yeah, and he'd be like probably like trying to get the guys to like party.
And his girlfriend, all you got to do is just let her loose. Like, you trust me on this. If you're a producer and you're listening, I've been beating this drum to anyone who would listen for years. And I'm telling you.
Wait, at the same time.
It would take nothing. All you have to do is mic her up connect a lav or not. Just have someone follow her with a boom.
Sick Lacy
and
on
just
her.
you unleash her. You literally walk her over to somewhere on a harness, much like Tony when I get in the studio.
It's like
You
it's
let
like
her
Hannibal
off.
Lecter being wheeled off the plane to talk to the senator from Baltimore. You know,
You wheel Victoria Lee into each party. You unzip her straight jacket, take her mask off, and go play. And then she goes, and your job is done. Like,
I love this.
don't you
suit.
want to make your life easier?
No, literally have her and Lacy face off. Can you imagine?
Of the face off of the century.
Lacy would own her down. She would dominate. But it's boring. Lala is like, yeah, I liked that lifeguard was fucking hot.
He was hot.
I was
She
like-
goes, how old are you?
38.
You're very handsome. Good job. I was like, okay, mama.
She's got game still.
I know, but are you talking a big game or are you really sucking and fucking? What are you about?
I don't really know what she's about anymore. I don't know her. It feels like she's like a weird impression of it's like very like
It's a bit uncanny.
yeah, and I guess it's just like people becoming parents, which is like
I also understand not wanting to have conflict around
no, of course,
babies, but like
lose the kids. Don't film with the kids.
yeah.
Just keep them at home.
Can we do something
You're all
that's on the
rich.
show that's like not kid focused?
You're all well off enough to have a nanny or like a babysitter. Just fucking leave the kids at home and go to El Coyote and get fajitas. You know,
Yeah.
like I want to see. I don't need the kids. Act like the kids don't exist.
Please.
Spare them.
Spare me.
Spare us, but also spare your children the like dysfunction
Yeah.
of being filmed. You know, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see that.
Me neither.
I want to see fuckery. I want to see mess. I want to see drama, fights, everything. I don't want to see children being carried around as weapons to keep for protection.
They're amulets.
That's sick. They're talisman. That's not what a child is for.
You know who I also really don't want to see?
Who?
Because he makes me genuinely uncomfortable. Tom Schwartz.
He is so fucking weird.
He is weird and he radiates like a deep, sad family trauma that I want no part of. I'm so sorry to whatever he's gone through and what he's currently going through, but it's also, it's none of my fucking business and I don't want to see it.
I thought I wanted him
I
back.
thought I was curious, but then I was like, oh, I realized when he was in the salt cave, when he was in the salt mines, I was like, oh, this is my problem with him, is that like whatever psychically is going on behind the scenes is so dark that that's coming through and it's making me physically uncomfortable.
I was like
it's repelling me.
I was Law curious and I was Schwartz curious. I was bi curious for these two.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. I'm back to being gay. I can't handle them.
No. Schwartz goes, so producers are also, you know, it's bad when they're like forcing two people that aren't interested in each other to like fake maybe get together. So
Wait, we have to keep talking about the party.
No, I know.
At the party. Yeah, what is why is Schwartz always the pawn?
Because he
did it with Raquel.
He's a yes man. Because he's everyone's yes man. He has no boundaries.
He doesn't have sexuality.
Is like, who are you and what are you about?
He doesn't have sexuality.
No, he's a fish.
He's literally tilap.
It's tilapia.
But he has no, like, he's post-sexuality.
Katie actually made him like hotter than he ever was. Remember, he was like his hottest when he was with Katie Maloney, and that's due to Maloney.
Do you think that he's like, we talked about it last week a little, but do you think he's truly just like
a fin from the waist down?
No,
yes.
like shell-shocked himself from the divorce? I think he literally was like, I mean, we talked about it again last week, but I think even every episode I'm seeing it more that he's truly like, I could not believe. He's like,
I think he's shell-shocked from not only the divorce that he never saw coming.
No, but truly, I don't think he did see it coming.
No, I think I don't know what he thought.
No, I really
thought
think
he was like, this is marriage.
No, I think he really thought she'll never divorce me.
I think he thought like, hey, marriage is when you marry someone you hate and then you just like fucking shit on them all the time and cheat on them. And they like don't leave you.
No,
and
but
they like help order Postmates and lay around and fart.
It actually makes me almost want to cry of fear because
it's crazy.
He is truly just like, I think he's still just walking around like, how could that have happened?
I know, and I think he's
also, Blue Jasmine.
I think he's also really shell shocked by Scandival and like the fallout from Scandival and the hatred and his business failing
and his girlfriend clearly dumping him.
Yeah, I think. what you see here, also these people, like housewives are somewhat padded from the online hatred because of their wealth and their status. But I think it also, for some of them, even Rinna talked about how when she left Robich, like the hatred she got online was like unreal and it scarred her. But I think when you're at a lower socioeconomic level,
middle class,
upper
middle class,
and you have no status in LA or the world, to get that amount of vitriol from like random people online.
Plus you're like at your own business, like you're working, like you're getting like local hate, like you're getting like,
no, everyone hates you,
drive-by hate, you know. And like I think, and
your business wasn't a good idea really to begin with, like you set yourself up for a lot of failure. But I think to experience that and then on top of it have your wife be like, yeah, so I'm getting divorced, and you being like, what?
No, I think he's a true warning for men like him.
And for women.
And for women, of course. I'm specifically with men like him who just like have coasted on their charm and hotness.
It'll run out one day.
It'll run the fuck out. And you're going to be wearing like Mr. Magoo glasses and like at your friend's baby's.
You're going to be 20 pounds heavier in Mr. Magoo glasses, wondering why your wife left you when you could actually go back in time. You have you have 12 seasons, 11 seasons of a show documenting the years of trauma and torture you put this woman through. And
abuse.
You're still wondering, you're still like, how could this happen? And you realize, like, you walk around and you're like, people just don't respond to me like how they used to. And I think that's a tough realization for someone who never really had to have like a job or a career.
Or like a personality.
Yeah.
Other than just being like.
Sure. Just kind of going along with whatever everyone else said.
And everyone just loved Tommy. You know, he's just like so cute. He got away with it. Lisa Vanderpump would always give him a stern talking to, but would pinch his, emotionally like pinch his little bottom. And it was cute. And now it's like, he's a loser.
And I think he also, it's true.
It's true. I mean,
true.
It's true. It's true.
It's so true. No,
but it's like sad. It makes me sad.
It's very sad. And him being like, I'm really bummed out that I don't have a family.
Were you gonna have one with Katie? Katie didn't want kids with
God
you.
You didn't have a family with Katie. Thank God for her. She got out. She's a success story, queen of sandwiches.
She seems happy.
She's happy. She has a hit podcast.
And she looks.
And she's selling her sandwiches.
And she has
a
style
on her side.
She has a style that's all her own.
And God love her.
And
you know what? She did get a really cunt haircut.
She did get a fucking cunt haircut.
She really let her rip with the hair.
And I'm inspired.
She found herself.
I'm inspired by Miss Maloney.
And I look at Katie, I go, I know what you're all about.
I know what she's about.
You're about sandwiches
and emo
weird
people.
Style. Yeah.
Emo style and like at least having a good hair.
Mm-hmm.
And an emo boyfriend. That's what you're about.
Yeah.
You don't probably, maybe she might not even want kids.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
But
anyway, Schwartz is like there alone. Everyone has babies. He's like Uncle Tom.
And he doesn't have Jax to hang out with.
Brittany's like, go see Uncle Tom. And he's like playing fetch with Cruz, which was kind of cute.
It was cute.
Cruz is like his best friend.
Mm-hmm. What if Cruz becomes his new Jax? And they have like a buddy comedy together.
He's going to be trying to like hang with Cruz when Cruz is like 20. He's like, hey, I'm with my friends.
Oh my God. Schwartz is like, hey, you guys need a designated driver? Like, I'll drive you around. He's going to be like, totally like, I'll drive you and your friends around.
Cruz is like, no.
No, I'm good.
I'm good.
We're just going to ride bikes.
And he's like, okay, want me to
I'll
follow?
grab my bike.
I'll get on a bike too. I've got a scooter.
No, he's going to be like, you and your friends can come party at my house.
Oh.
Party at my condo.
Oh my God, it's like Lem Billings.
Who's that?
He was JFK's gay best friend, who they went to Choate Rosemary boarding school together, and he was his like lifelong. They called him the other Mrs. Kennedy.
Wow.
And
He was running this town.
Well, Jackie didn't like him because
was she a homophobe at heart?
Well, no, but he was like, there was like rumor. There were like, oh, he was deeply in love with JFK. But
okay,
after, the assassinations and everything, he became really close with Bobby Kennedy's kids. And then after he died, he was so enamored with the Kennedy family. He would like do drugs with the kids and like hang with them. And he was like this weird, sad old gay guy.
No, Schwartz is going to like smoke out one of his friend's kids.
He's like, hey,
You ever tried weed?
You ever tried crack? I did it once.
And if you're like me, you're going to be like, fire it up.
He's like, let's go. Yeah, fire it up.
Fire it up.
Ugh.
He also says of Michelle, he goes, yeah, I thought she was like meager and soft-spoken, but she's actually kind of a MILF. And I was like, these are the two dichotomies of women that exist in this man's mind.
Meek, weak.
Meager.
What a terrible thing to say.
What a horrible thing to say.
MILF.
Or a MILF.
He's like, yeah, it's
I
kind of...
was like, yeah, no wonder you're single.
Also, his shoes in the confessional.
Everything about him is truly...
Spiky undersole.
If I see him out in the open, I'm going to shoot him with a BB gun. I think actually it's legal to shoot Schwartz with a BB gun from the neck down. If you're a woman and you look over, you hear like a floppy sound, and you look, and Tom Schwartz is behind you in line at the post office. Yeah. You're allowed to go.
Just shoot him in the side.
Yeah.
It's a little ow.
Yeah, disarm him a bit. Mm-hmm.
Well, in this.
I go, that's for Katie.
Right, so wait,
Danny
when Nia walks in, first of all,
she's harrowed.
Into Lala's house, she goes, "This is so beautiful." And then Brittany walks in.
Beautiful.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody. I'm here.
We're here. Cruz and I are here.
Cruz and I, my son, Cruz. Danny and Schwartz are talking in a corner with Nia, and Schwartz is like, yeah, how'd you guys meet? And Danny goes, well, I'm a man of faith, and we met in church, and I want to serve, and God gave me this beautiful woman
Schwartz
who's also a freak in the sheets. And I was like, you're talking about your wife to Tom Schwartz like that?
Mother of 4 children. That
she's born
twins.
4 of
Two of them twins?
I don't remember. I choose to forget.
When he's talking about faith, though, I feel like Schwartz was like this.
Schwartz would make a great Christian.
He's going to convert.
That's all. He is so in need of religion.
Yeah, get him in a cult.
I've never met someone more in need of just like any sort of religious belief.
Just go be in a cult.
He should be in a cult. If you're listening and you are leading a cult and you're like, God, we're running low on members. We really need to like get more people. Consider Tom Schwartz.
Brittany's talking to Doute about Zack, about kind of coming for her about Brandon. She goes, I wish he'd back off. Everybody's got baggage. And Doute's like, totally.
Totally. I know what you mean.
I'm like, imagine getting advice from Doute. Doute's not saying like, yeah, he's actually kind of right. Like, maybe you should take a pause. Doute's like, yeah, fuck it.
Doute's hanging on by a fucking thread because right before this party, she had to fuck Luke.
Oh. When Luke tells...
These men are piglets.
Who did he tell that to?
Every man is out at this baby party spilling their wives' sexual secrets to each other.
I forget who's telling, like, is it Jesse or someone? No. He's like, right before he came here, hooked up with Kristen first time in like a year.
She was like this. Just fucking do it. She gets, what music did they put on? She goes, you got 15 seconds, go.
You got 5 minutes?
5 minutes, and then I'm calling an Uber.
Turning the white noise machine on.
I'm putting my headphones on.
Where's Janet's husband?
Janet.
What's his name?
Jesse.
No.
Jason.
Yeah, where's he? He's like, I'm not.
He's being random somewhere.
So Janet tries to talk to Jasmine.
Lala like brokers a conversation. Oh no, Janet talks to Jasmine. There's too many J's.
Jasmine,
again.
I didn't even see Jasmine arrive. She's just sitting alone. She's like, you don't want to be here either.
Jasmine does not want to be around.
That's okay. And that's
also, you cannot tell me, Jasmine, that you love being around Danny, the person that
of course not
grabbed your ass and also grabbed your future wife's ass and said, like, go get daddy another drink. You want to be around this fucking weird Christian guy.
You don't want to be around any of these people except Zack, which is like I just think she might be too cool for these people.
I can't even remember why Jasmine decided she hated Janet. Remember last season she
didn't like Janet she didn't like Janet speaking on behalf of her and like telling her story about being Me Too'd.
Okay.
Which is like,
but then she also weirdly made up like that rumor about Jason not wearing his wedding ring. And then she turned on Janet so hardcore.
Janet's easy to turn on.
I know. She inspires rage. I get that.
Janet comes up to her and she's like, hey, so I'm in therapy and I just want to like make amends. I feel like last year we weren't good and I just hope we can turn a new leaf, and I apologize for what I said to you. And if she's basically like, you're welcome to apologize to me for what you said to me.
Like, if you also have an apology, like right now would be a great time to hear it, and we like trade them.
And Jasmine's like, I was like heated.
You'd say sorry.
No. And Janet's like, okay.
All right, so
see you later. She goes inside.
I'm also like, Janet, you're kind of being fake. Like, just be a bitch.
Yeah.
Her therapist needs to tell her next time they're in session, why don't you try being a bitch again?
Wait, meanwhile, Zack and Jesse are at this bar that's like shaped like a plane.
I was like, this is exactly what LA has become.
Can you imagine how hot it probably is in there with the blinding light on Ventura Bowl? It's definitely in the valley. I was like, where is this place? Do people in America think this? I was like, this is what people in America think LA is.
No, this is LA. It's just like a kind of like knockoff Universal Studios experience.
I do think Jesse genuinely likes to hang with Zack.
I hope so.
Jesse likes the gays.
Yeah. We find out too that Lacy bought Isabella Dolce & Gabbana sandals.
That's cool.
She's like, she needs these.
He says they're on the same page intellectually.
I love that.
And Zack has a shirt on that says plays well with others. I was like, okay. So back at the party.
Lala brokers the first conversation.
Between Janet and Nia.
She brokers a peace talk of sorts between Nia and Jan.
Nia standing, kind of fuging in the back like this.
She's just standing at like a high top table alone in a corner.
I think having a nice moment where she's like, oh my God, I don't have to talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
My children aren't with me. She's going to be like the mom in the Lovely Bones who like goes and works on like an orange farm. Rachel Weisz. Might be good for her.
I think she should do like manual labor somewhere.
She's just standing there and then
she's gonna disappear off the face of the planet, and like her family will never hear from her again. She'll pop up like 20 years later with an entirely new identity,
like Kim
like
Cattrall.
in like Argentina.
Yeah, she's like standing there like this, and Janet goes, hey,
so hey, it's me.
How's everything? Congrats. How's everything going? And Nia goes, good. Everything's good. Baby's good. She goes, yeah, so, you know, if there's anything you want to get off your chest right now, I thought maybe we could talk. And then Nia goes, no. And Janet goes, okay, well, see ya.
Be well.
Be well.
I was like,
what? Janet, this is humiliation after one battle
I'm
after
also
another.
like, look.
Why are you doing this to yourself?
Why is anyone doing this? I'm sorry, but like.
Let's call it off. Let's just call it off.
This is when producers should be like, you know what? It's not really working. Yeah, they call Andy and they go, you know, we tried.
We're going to scrape it from the start. We're going to start over.
I'm going to tell you right now, it's not good. I'm sorry, but if that's the conversation that you're having, like, the producers aren't really doing their job.
This is time for intervention where a producer needs to come in and be like,
Get in there
and fuck it up.
Mm-hmm.
Nia, no, I'm good. And then Janet walks away and Nia goes, why did she leave? We were having a conversation.
That's like the most Nia can speak to anyone.
And then Nia goes, well, going to do some milk time now.
And Janet goes and grabs Jared Lips and she goes, get in this room with me.
She goes, come on, Lips.
Come on, Lips. I need a gay event too. And so they go and she's like, yeah, I just had the most awkward conversation with Nia. Like, she's so fucking weird. And then Nia's like, where will I go to feed my son? And then she, where will I go to feed my son? And she opens the door and Janet's in the dark.
That's cool.
And
That's
she
fucking
goes,
cool.
ooh, wrong room.
She goes, think fast.
She goes, ew, a gay.
Ah! She goes, no.
I disagree with your life choices.
She goes, I like you as a person, but I disagree with the choices you make in life. And then Danny comes into a room with Nia and she goes, I can't go in there because Janet's in there.
And then they just like both talk shit about each other in separate bedrooms.
Zack and Danny, the next day, Danny picks Zack up and they go to like a ball appointment. And I was like, I wouldn't feel safe in a car with Danny.
No, I wouldn't feel safe alone with him.
He's getting a vasectomy.
Allegedly.
Good.
He's having the appointment, but I don't think he's gotten it yet.
He's getting like a...
Do you think he'll actually get it?
Nia,
I don't think he's going to get it.
Just do something good for her. Please.
He's also, if he hasn't gotten it and you're a woman who's strapped up with a BB gun, you do have every right to shoot Danny in the nuts with a BB gun. Oh. And after enough BB shots, the vasectomy will be complete.
Thank you.
Nia won't. She will publicly decry your behavior, but privately, she'll pray for your
redemption
and absolution. So Danny is all jokes at this vasectomy appointment, and he said something really psychotic. He was like, well, first he's like, I just can't imagine my son growing up without a brother. And I was like, he'll be fine. And then the doctor's like,
what
once
is that?
You get...
That's weird.
It's propaganda. You have 4 kids. It's enough. It's enough. The doctor says, like, I guess once you get a vasectomy, you have 35 comes until you're infertile. And he tells Danny that, and he goes, well, who's going to take care of my wife who will be in a wheelchair after that? And I was like, is he making a domestic violence joke? And then I realized he was saying he's going to fuck her so hard for 35 times in a row that she's going to be wheelchair bound. But I was like, that's
still crazy.
Psychotic.
And then the doctor is like, okay, drop trowel and let me see those big old balls. And then you see Zack go and run out of the room.
I think Danny was like, Zack's not allowed to be in the room.
Yeah.
He's gay. Man, you're gay.
You got to get out, man. I don't know. I love you, but like, I don't feel good with you being in here.
No gays in the room.
And Zack goes like this. JC.
They are JC.
JC goes to a restaurant. Where are they?
I don't know.
Is this the OC?
Perhaps.
Jesse wants to move. We got confirmation. Jesse's like, I want to live down there.
Well, yeah, he has no money. He has no money and is dating a girl who did really well in her divorce.
They walk in and Lacy goes, I was just stopped and accosted by the psychic.
Who said she has to tell me something sinister.
I heard something sinister today. But
what?
I already sent it to you.
About a psychic?
That's the thing I sent you.
Yeah.
But I love that. This is a woman who's just getting stopped and accosted by psychics.
No, she has that pull to her.
Yeah.
Where a psychic sees her and is like, I have to tell you something horrible.
What?
And
she goes, what?
What is that? The psychic goes, give me your number, I'll text you.
She also looks like Sheena wearing a mask.
Yeah.
Fully.
The producer goes, so you did well in your divorce. And she goes, as every woman should. And I said, that a girl.
Nice. They just talk. Their kids get along.
Their daughters are like sisters. They have their own language. Every time Jessie says I love you to her, she just says thank you.
That was cool.
She won't kiss him in public.
She's freezing her eggs, but like isn't necessarily wanting to have a kid with him.
He said, can I live with you? She said, I'll never live with a man again.
All right.
I'm obsessed with her.
Yeah.
And he seems to love it.
He goes, I love you. And she goes, thank you.
Thank you.
He's like, come on. I love you. And she goes, thank you. I was like, she's good.
She's really good.
Michelle and Schwartz go to that like weird salt sound bath thing that they did. They've done that on like Housewives of Salt Lake City or something, or like something similar.
They're trying to do like whatever it takes. Forcing these two to like converse. I was going cross-eyed.
I think Schwartz should be a monk.
Yeah, he needs to find a religion to serve.
Go to the Himalayas.
Mm-hmm. I fuck with salt caves though.
Michelle goes, the sounds are so healing and they are bouncing off the wall. I am a new person.
I feel for her.
She goes, I grew up very spiritual and religious. And he goes, really?
She goes, I went to church 5 times a week.
damn. He goes, yeah. He's like, I need to find some. He's like, I'm going through a tough time. Like a lot happening with my family. My dad fell recently, and it's like his 5th brain bleed. I was like, oh my God.
It's not good.
Michelle lost her mom.
Yeah, she said she cries every day.
It's sad.
It's really sad.
The California Board of Tourism comes knocking once more and Michelle pitches a San Diego trip, or Schwartz does.
Yeah, they're like really organically like, God, a lot's going on. We really should get out of town. Where should we go? How about San Diego?
How about San Diego? She goes, it is so beautiful, so clean, so family oriented. I was like,
did Gavin Newsom a lot like California tax
Maybe.
dollars to
yeah, they're not making anything
Bravo?
else here, so
like,
they're
I feel like they're getting like tax credits for going to these California-based trips.
She's like, yes, I could see Mexico from my high school. We could see the flag, which I was like, that's cool.
Yeah.
And she goes, and he goes, Tijuana stories? You got Tijuana stories? She's like, oh yes, we used to go to TJ every weekend. I would come home at 4 a.m. It was a wild time. Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started on TJ.
You're like, and? Don't get me started.
Don't even get me started. It is family friendly. It is clean. It is beautiful. Let us go to San Diego. I was like, you guys should just all fucking move there at this point.
Yeah, please.
Maybe that'd be interesting. Shake it up a little. I don't know. I'm at my wit's end.
No,
then
I told you.
We flash on over to Santa Clarita to see
This
utter hell.
horrible house.
Utter hell.
This house is like no bigger than their condo that they were living in.
It's just, I can't.
It's so close to the other houses.
I can't. It's very poltergeist.
It's so poltergeist. I hate Danny so much. He pretends to listen. He's like, when are we having sex?
I miss the affection. Hugs and
We gotta
kisses.
have sex 35 times. You gotta fuck me. She goes, are you getting the vasectomy? And he's like, yeah, I don't know. He said, I can't lift anything. I can't work for 10 days and I won't be able to help you with anything.
What do you help her with anyway?
Yeah, like, what do you do? You make like fart noises.
She's
for,
like,
like video games.
She's like, I'm deeply depressed. I hate my life.
He's isolated and imprisoned her in Santa Clarita. She goes, it took me 2 hours to drive. She goes, but this is where she goes, it just would be so nice to be closer to Kristen. And that's when I said, her only respite is Big Mama Doty. She goes, Big Mama Doty goes, come here.
Come here, let me eat that.
Come here.
Let me hold you. Let me take you out.
She goes,
I'm going to take you to the steakhouse.
Smell good.
Take you to the smokehouse. Let's go, baby doll.
Let's go. You need some prime rib.
Onion rings and prime rib on me.
Yeah.
And a glass of milk.
He goes, I'm nervous. I don't want to. And she goes, eat up. It's fine, mama.
Eat up, mama. I love to see a woman eat. I love to see a woman taken care of. I love to see a healthy woman nurturing herself. And that's you, mama.
She goes, can I get a salad instead of onion rings?
No.
And Doty goes, yeah, that's fine.
You can get anything you want, baby girl.
Anything you want. I won't control you.
I don't control you.
I don't control anyone.
Except I will have to see your location.
She goes, you're not able to control what I eat later.
And by
And Nia
that,
goes, what?
she goes, and by that I mean your pussy.
Mm-hmm. And then Brittany pops up and goes, bah!
She goes, oh, that's really hot. She tried to eat my pussy once and I said, not like that.
Not like that. My Kentucky muffin.
Yeah, she's definitely straight. I think she was like confused and like kind of dense and didn't realize that like Doty's attachment to her probably had some extra charge to it. And so she felt sort of like codependent with Doty without realizing like, oh, I'm in a lesbian relationship.
Brittany?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think
She was, like,
sometimes when
accidentally-
you're young and drunk and your girlfriends are just like, let's kiss, you're like, yeah. Yeah, let's do it. And then things escalate from there. Do you think that that Doty went down on her?
Yeah.
The good old days. Doty goes, I miss those days.
Prime rib.
Roast beef.
It's hell, guys. What are we going to do?
Nia goes, I'm approaching burnout, I think. And Danny's like, you're going to be burnt out after we fuck 35 times. I was like, I'm going to kill you.
She's going to be doing sound baths with Raquel.
No, she's like,
She's gonna be like she's gonna
fake her own death.
She's gonna leave her family and go like become a sommelier in Napa. That'd be a great life.
That would be.
Back to Napa.
She's fully like lost daughter vibes.
Mm-hmm. How was it when you weren't with your kids? And she goes, wonderful.
It was great.
It was lovely.
I love when women go,
burnout.
I love my kids. They're the best thing that ever happened to me, but just don't have any time alone, you know?
I don't have any time for myself anymore, and sometimes it's a little hard. And I don't want to fuck you 35 times. Don't make me have sex with you 35 times. He's like, 35 times.
35.
Ew, you're going to put her in a wheelchair? Zack was like this. Anyway.
I don't know, guys.
I don't know, man.
I don't fucking know.
I don't know, man.
But stay tuned.
Let's shout out
It
our
looks
girls.
like Brandon enters the chat next week.
Yeah, that would be at least
and there's
dysfunctional.
Like someone called someone a bitch around a kitchen island.
All right.
So
James Moore.
Holla Hannah from Long Island.
Shannon Kehoe, Portland Realtor.
HBD Natalie V from Minneapolis.
No Nicole.
Entity's favorite.
Jennifer.
Maloney Martyr.
Aaron Labusi Bar.
Never Been Finer.
Cregan.
Kate Larson.
Nadav Haviv.
Isabella House.
Kara England.
$1 Million Hair Baby.
Sexy Neat Gandiff.
Ash Kelly.
One of the Doles.
Jessica Figueroa.
Teddy the Schnauzer and Tony Mango's Colt.
Alex Delisle.
Gina Sapienza.
Sarah Elizabeth Gallagher.
Lucy from London.
Brooke Johansson.
Let's switch it up. Lilia Farrell.
Brittany Rindom Weiss.
Danielle from the Brim.
Mazatov Laws.
Mary.
Katie Stoolin.
Austin from Dallas.
Diego and Darian, DC's Tom Ford couple.
Matthew Thomas.
Owsley Robinson.
Mariah Kay.
Kathy West.
Chance Eddy.
Orlando.
Kyle Vest.
Patron of the Farts.
David from Switzerland.
Nick Sedaris.
Mr. Brandon.
Amberly.
Kim Lucas.
Drone.
Drew from Toronto.
The Marchesa Casati.
Katie the Sup Lawyer.
RJ.
Modern Counseling, McLean, Virginia. Pratima.
Guys.
God, we love you so much.
We love you. I love you so much.
We love you so
I love
goddamn
you so
much.
much, my little babies.
And remember,
Pew.
bye.
Bye. Sexy Unique Podcast is brought to you by a wonderful team of insanely talented, beautiful, smart people. The podcast was created and hosted by me, Lara Marie Shanehalls, co-hosted by the one and only Carey O'Donnell. Sup is engineered and edited by John Luna, and our digital coordinator is Jennifer Shad. Studio dogs are Mango, Haas O'Donnell, and Tony Marie Shanehalls. And our set design is by Kate Leonard of Studio Leonard.